People who exercise, lift weights, what is your secret to staying motivated when it takes a while to get results? Make it a habit. Go on the same days every week at the same time. Set yourself up to avoid distractions, like, if you go after work, go straight from work without stopping at home. You won't need motivation, it just becomes a thing you do. I've lost 130 pounds. Holy moly, you've almost lost one of me. My dad likes to joke that I'm half the man I used to be, but in a good way. I've got 100 to lose. How did you fix your mindset to do that? I'll be honest, Rona, keeping me trapped at home may have helped a couple times. Once I started seeing results, mostly in my face, it kept me motivated. I'd also get rid of clothes once they were too big. So I put a financial burden on myself as a sort of motivator. Results happen quicker than you think. Although your body won't transform that fast, you'll notice that exercises get easier and easier to do where you're able to lift more weight. I'm doing a body weight routine right now and it's kind of addictive to see myself get closer and closer to being able to do pull-ups, or being able to do push-ups with proper form and range of motion. This, thank you, was what I needed to read and probably why I kept scrolling through it. I can do hard things, this is a hard thing. But finding bits of reassurance is so helpful. I've never actively dieted or worked out, and so this is a really new process for me. I realize it's a long-term lifestyle change I'm doing here, so I've started small, just to build the habit of doing, though even the little bit I'm doing is still challenging to me. So thanks for posting that. You and everyone else. Thanks. The biggest result people can make are in the first year. As you get better, it's hard to get even better. Noob gains are real. Break those personal records and marvel in all of your glory. How do you get over the "my body doesn't look the way I want it to" at all feelings? Like, I feel no matter how toned I try to get my arms, for example, that belly fat has looked the same since day one. Personally, the feelings of power are much more important. Every time I lift I feel more powerful. Being more attractive is a side effect. I'm still in that position. My belly looks a bit pudgy and barely a sign of ab development. I think the only way to deal with that is to eat less. I started counting calories and it's crazy how easy it is to accumulate them. I figure I've waited years really work on my body. If it takes a few months to improve it, it's not that much time to wait in the grand scheme of things. But then if I eat less, won't I also be burning the muscle I've been working on building? How do people have it both ways? I'm no expert, but I think a big part of it is eating right. Getting enough protein to maintain your muscle. Cutting out junk food with little nutritional value, etc. Don't do it to see results. Do it to feel results. Yes. Within a few days of building my body up to regular stretching and push-ups, it now craves more. Starting to build up to a full routine. You know you've made it when you feel gross if you don't work out that day. It's funny because even though I'm still eating healthy, I feel so gross when I skip a workout. Yes, I feel stronger, my mood has improved drastically, and eating healthy alongside exercising has done wonders to improve my digestive issues as well. This is everything. If you only go to see a difference in your body, you'll never be satisfied. If you go to feel energized and a mood increased, you'll get that satisfaction most of the times you go. That's what keeps you there. Problem is, a lot of people are using the body difference goal to get through exercise because it leaves you feeling exhausted and miserable. They're going too hard then. Unless I'm competing in something, be it a race, or a lifting competition or something, I basically never work out to the point where I feel like I'm dead. You can push yourself but still leave a little bit in reserve. You'll recover much better that way. For me, it feels good to exercise, and it works wonders for my mental health as well. This understanding of myself has made it easier to come back and keep up the exercising. I just started exercising again, but instead of doing it to lose weight, I'm doing it to curb my anxiety. It's astounding that I never realized how much it affects my mental health. The anxiety relief that comes with exercise is huge for me. The physical changes ended up being a bonus. Also, I've had a hard time working out because of life stuff lately. Thank you for reminding me why I do it. I'm going to go for a walk today. What sort of exercise do you find works best for anxiety? I have been walking, which I have found helps a lot, but I was wondering if you or anyone else has run into any other sorts that work really well for it. I walk with good music and varied routes when it's nice out. I got a Bose ball for core strength and I can use it like a step platform. Honestly, the walking is best for me because it feels like an actual escape. I can go anywhere. Hate and revenge are underrated as motivators. This guy is training to kill his long-lost brother who betrayed his clan. I just know it. Revenge not so much, but spite, however. Anger can be a positive emotion, as fuel for self-improvement. But as with other things, only when used in moderation and in a controlled manner. I lift weights to blow off steam when I'm angry, and when I'm not angry I think about angry thoughts to push myself to lift more. It's like the difference between an explosion and a rocket. Blind indiscriminate anger just hurts people around you, most especially yourself, but when focused and controlled you can use it to push yourself towards your goals and actually get somewhere. Yep. Was just talking about this earlier. I don't really enjoy living, don't really like myself, regardless of how much I do and succeed. But I'm not selfish enough to kill myself. Drugs don't work anymore and just make life even worse. So I go to the gym as a form of punishment. I go in with the intent of hurting myself, however it actually makes me feel better afterwards. A catch-22 in a good way, I suppose. Blah blah, my body is a temple and I treat it with respect. No, I'm trying to cause myself pain. Plain and simple. It's the only way that has motivated me to keep exercising. If I dropped dead from cardiomyopathy during a heavy workout, even better. Motivation is kindling. It burns easy, but it doesn't burn long. Use it to start but don't rely on it. Habit is twigs and sticks. Easy to get going once you have motivation, burns a bit longer, but eventually you'll break habit. You'll have to stay late after work, the gym has maintenance, there's a global pandemic. And you can't go for long enough that you no longer want to go. Discipline is a log. It's an identity. I train because I train. There is no why. There is no reason. To be me is to train. If the gym is closed, I train at home. If I am injured, I train what is healed. You don't stay motivated. You start motivated, should have more upvotes. Most other comments here are just anti-words, but yours truly drives the point home. Might even get me to started working out again. Find the right routine and exercises and it becomes fun and enjoyable. I've been lifting over a decade. Want to take a guess at how many exercises I absolutely hate? There's dozens, but there are equally as many that I enjoy. Find what you like and stick to it. Also, what's your measure or results? You can get results immediately, in the form of mental improvements and overall well-being. Exercise is fantastic for mental health, especially anxiety and depression. One good part of a routine is workout partner to keep you responsible. It's a double-edged sword. Sometimes they keep you accountable, sometimes they give you an excuse not to go, because they can't make it. Why not take a day off? The iron path is one you must ultimately walk alone, very much this. I've tried a dozen or so things over the years and always had trouble sticking. I finally got into a heat group class, and realized I needed the social aspect both for enjoyability, I'm very extroverted, and accountability. I went twice a week for almost 2 years straight, until I had to stop for several cascading reasons, work schedule and medical, and was just about to start going back when COVID hit. I still miss working out with that group. I feel suicidal if I stop. I feel suicidal? Reddit, happy cake day. Due to the unique way my brain is wired, my self-worth rests entirely on superficial crap that logically shouldn't matter, almost all of which is granted by the gym. If I'm making good progress I'm as happy as can be. Today I hit my 4 sets x 8 reps of 65 kilograms overhead press, so I get to move up to 70 kilograms, exceeding pre-lockdown. As I do full body, overhead press typically gets held back by pretty much every other upper body exercise, so it was always a struggle to make progress, but now it actually seems to be going relatively smoothly. Looking forward to it next time. Like standing with a barbell? Yes. Clean to my chest to get in position, then do reps. I always get the names mixed up. I'm Canadian, so every gym I've gone to is always an Imperial. But that's like Kia 45 plus 10 each side of the bar. Damn nice PR. Don't see many people getting past 45s. This hit me hard. Going to the gym is the only thing that keeps me from self-harming behaviors. I go almost daily, same. So I just don't stop. It's my mental maintenance. It's just around 40 minutes to an hour a day, doesn't take too much time, and it's worth it. I'll take days off, but I know I'd always have had a better day if I had worked out. I also am in a 12-step program and have a therapist, so I'm not saying that exercise alone keeps me alive. It's a combo of things, but exercise, and serious meditation, vipassana, is a huge part. I run, hike, and lift weights. It's not really a matter of motivation, I just like doing it. Also, I really don't like not doing it. If I'm ever on the fence about doing any workout, I remind myself that I have never regretted a workout I have done, even if I have to dial it back a bit for some reason. I always feel better after a workout, and never feel good about missing one. That's a perfect way of thinking about it. I do that too. I always feel better after I work out, so why deny myself that feeling? My dad wanted to get back into shape and asked if he could tag along with me to the gym. He offered to drive home, so I obliged. 10 minutes into the drive I noticed that we are swerving off the road. I had to grab the wheel and we just kinda kept slowing down until the car came to a stop. He was asleep, I thought, but it turns out he probably had a little stroke or something. He had a quadruple bypass a little later. Anyways, that's the only time I know someone didn't feel good after a workout.